Your car's newest cyber vulnerability is its tires. I'm Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic, and let's dive in. Now, Daniel Sims of TechSpot had a really good write up on this. And if you didn't know, researchers have discovered serious vulnerabilities in a rather overlooked area. The systems that electronically monitor tire pressure can leak location data. Now, researchers from IMEDA networks and several European universities recently discovered that relatively inexpensive wireless devices can track tire pressure monitoring systems or TPMS signals to spy on drivers covertly over extended periods. Major automakers, including Toyota, Renault, Hyundai, Mercedes, and others, favor what is known as DTPMS, that is direct TPMS. These are battery powered pressure sensors that are embedded within wheel rims and tire liners or tire liners. In contrast with indirect TPMS, which simply calculates wheel pressure via speed sensors, DTPMS directly transmits tire pressure and temperature information to the vehicle's electronic control unit or ECU in packets of about 100 bits or so. Researchers found that portable devices costing as little as $100 US can detect packets from over 50 meters away. So, determined hackers could assemble them using off the shelf antennas and Raspberry Pi components and then covertly placing them along roads to essentially harvest signals from passing vehicles. Hiding these receivers along known routes may also enable someone to analyze traffic and learn daily routines without resorting to things like cameras, which obviously create privacy risks and all of that. So, here's the thing, because although unique TPMS identifiers are difficult to discern in traffic, isolating the ID at the person's residence would enable the potential attacker to track specific vehicles over days or weeks. And so this has some rather interesting and somewhat disturbing implications here. So, for example, thieves could learn the routes and schedules of delivery and cargo trucks to basically find the best opportunity to hijack them. They could estimate cargo weight by comparing tire pressure readings against baseline values for specific model vehicles. In other words, the heavier the equipment, the more tire pressure, etc. It may even be possible to spoof flat tire warnings to the ECU, which would then force a vehicle stop so the hijackers could essentially pick a target, hit that, the trucker stops to go and look at his tires, and then boom, they hit. And since drivers cannot control TPMS signals, companies could also monitor employees' vehicles without their consent, and authorities could use signals to conduct mass surveillance as well. In other words, if they are tracking you for whatever reason, this would be another way to uniquely identify you or at least your vehicle. The researchers strongly recommend that car manufacturers enact encryption protocols. I would completely agree with that. And unfortunately, there is no open TPMS standard, so the implementation of new security systems would probably be spotty if automakers respond to that issue. So, in other words, like maybe Mercedes says, yes, we're a luxury car brand, we're going to go ahead and update or upgrade these things, but then Hyundai's not getting that memo unless Hyundai decides to do it themselves. And so this is basically a gap in technology that we have once again found in this case in a vehicle, and there's a lot of things leaking from your vehicle, hopefully not air, but definitely your tire pressure data. So not a good look. Best of luck to us all on that one, but that is your news of the day. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at Nick AESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please, please, please attempt to stay private, informed, and secure. Take care.